A lot of people don't see Lleyton the way that his family and friends do, and I actually, because I never followed any sport whatsoever, but I've learnt real quick. I've learnt all the nicknames to like all the AFL football teams, like Collingwood Magpies. Like he tests me on them every now and then, and what colour jerseys, or no, they're called Guernseys in Adelaide, aren't they? What colour Guernseys they wear and all that sort of thing, and I've learnt the rules to half of these sports now, so I've come a long way. But as for knowing Lleyton, I didn't even really know him in his sort of tennis form, so I sort of never saw what he was like on the court. I'd only met him back when we played the Starlight Cup, and so I met him for the nice young guy that he was back then, and that's sort of how I remembered him, because I didn't really see a lot of him on TV with his sort of driven and out there side on the court, but he just plays so well and he thrives off the crowd when they sort of get into it, and when they get into it he gets into it even more and he plays better, so he's just got this presence when he's out in the court. Well, we honestly had not spoken since the Starlight Cup back in, what was it, the end of 98, 99, or beginning of 99. I think I sent him a text message to congratulate him on the year he won Wimbledon, and then I think I sent him another one to congratulate him on the US Open. I hadn't even seen this, my parents just told me about it, so I thought, oh, it'd be nice to send him a text, but I thought he'd probably think, who's this person annoying me? But he still wrote back, thank you, so I thought, oh, that's nice, he didn't forget who I was completely. And it was only after both of our relationships had ended that we got in contact with each other again. He sort of sent me a text, let me know what he was doing, and then we decided just to catch up, and it sort of went from there. We sort of, from the first time we saw each other, I think we saw each other pretty much every day, and by Christmas time we definitely knew. I mean, that was only a couple of weeks later, but we were pretty sure then, and then obviously by the time of the Aussie Open we'd both definitely decided that we want to spend our lives together, and look at us now. Oh, it was a big, the whole town was buzzing. And it's hard to believe that it's just our wedding, like, whoopee-doo. So we've done it, and there's so much build up to these big events, and then all of a sudden they're gone, and then you're waiting for the next one. So I'm sure the baby thing will be exactly the same. We'll be thinking, oh, it's ages away, but it'll be here before we know it. But we look at each other sometimes, and he's like, you're my wife. And I'm like, yeah. He does sing a lot. Across the wide western sky. Lleyton's such a family person, and I know he'll be a real hands-on dad as well. He's sort of not going to just play with it when he wants. He's always going to want to be involved, wanting to cuddle it and help out. He'll change the nappies as well, I'm sure. But yeah, so that's obviously the priority at the moment for both of us. We just it's like, you just got to wait. That we can't speed up the process anymore. Like, he's sort of anxious. He knows he's got the US Open and all these other tournaments, but he's still got the baby very much on his mind, because he knows when he gets back from that, that's sort of what we're waiting for. We're happy about having a family young as well. We're both, because we can grow up with the kid and be really, he's active. We're just worried about the kids' coordination. With Lleyton falling down the stairs and me having to fall at work before I went to the UK, we're not sure how, it's going to be pretty clumsy. For me, being on the road with Lleyton is just, I just sort of want to support him and take his mind off big matches when I can, so he's not so he sleeps well at night, and so he's relaxed at dinner the night before, and just sort of, I don't know, just be there just to sort of support him as best I can, really. His schedule, I think, all that travelling, and he's done it for so many years. I mean, it's just sort of started for me, but for him, I think he would just enjoy time at home so much.
Look at Matty, He doesn't have a clue.
He's got a good support base around him as well, which I think is important. Roger, he's just such a great motivator for Lleyton as well as a coach, and I just know how much Lleyton looks up to Roger as well and really loves to hear what he has to say. Lleyton will tell you different, because they're kind of got that tough relationship. So he's an incredible person as well, Roger, because he believes in Lleyton so much, and before the big matches he's so excited in the morning of these big ones, and it's just so nice to see these two work so closely together, and also you have to get on because they travel so much together, and I think their partnership works really well. It's been interesting hanging out with Lleyton and his mates. I've learnt lots of interesting words. Jugger, their mate's Jack, and Troy. There's been some interesting ones in a barbecue. It's actually, when you hang around them long enough, you learn to talk like these boys. His friends, the first day I met them, I loved them all, and I think that says a lot about a person as well, who you choose to surround yourself with. But every now and then he'll just come out with, Hayden's a top bloke. Like, you can just see how much he appreciates having his friends around. I think has a good selection there.